Chosen one. There comes a time in every soul's journey when you are asked to release what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. This video is about that moment, the sacred space between endings and beginnings. The space where things, people, and paths start slipping away, and your heart doesn't quite understand why. You might be wondering, why is this leaving my life? Why can't I hold on to it? But hear me clearly. What's leaving your life was never meant to grow with you. Some things are not punishment. They're protection. Some endings are not failures. They're divine rearrangements preparing you for something higher. Before we begin, I want you to take a moment and stay with me until the very end of this video. Let your soul receive what it needs to hear. And if this message resonates, leave your warmest wishes and 99 in the comments. That number carries energy. It represents completion, fulfillment, and the closing of cycles. Let's infuse this space with love, gratitude, and the energy of renewal. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Because what you are about to hear is not just a message, it's a release. It's an activation. It's a gentle reminder from the universe that everything you've lost, everything that's fading, and everything that feels uncertain is part of your ascension. You see, when you are chosen, when your path is marked by divine purpose, the universe will not allow you to stay where you don't belong. It doesn't matter how comfortable it feels, how familiar it is, or how deeply rooted your attachments may be. When your energy evolves, everything connected to your old vibration begins to dissolve. It's not always a clean break. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it feels like your world is collapsing. But beneath that chaos is divine precision. Every ending is an alignment, a hidden mercy disguised as loss. The truth is, growth demands release. You cannot carry everything into your next season. The people, habits, and energies that were meant for your old chapter can't survive in the frequency of your new one. You are shedding layers of identity, stories you've outgrown, dreams that no longer fit, and versions of yourself that no longer serve the light that's awakening within you. The universe is not taking things away from you. It's removing the weight that would prevent you from flying. Many of you have been asking, why do I keep losing people? Why does it feel like life is stripping me bare? It's because your vibration is shifting. The more light you carry, the more your surroundings must adjust. Energy that doesn't match your truth cannot remain in your field. And so relationships dissolve, opportunities vanish, plans fall apart. Not because you're being punished, but because you're being purified. You're being prepared to receive something that resonates with your higher frequency. The universe cannot bless you while your hands are still full of what was never meant for you. It takes courage to let go, especially when you've built your world around what's fading. But chosen ones are not meant to cling. They are meant to trust. You've always known that your life would look different, that you would have to walk paths few understand. That's because your mission requires solitude, clarity, and surrender. The divine can only use you when you make space for it to move through you, and space comes through release. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or pretending something didn't matter. It means you're choosing peace over resistance. It means you're honoring the divine flow instead of fighting it. Every person who leaves your life has fulfilled their role in your awakening. Every closed door has redirected you toward divine alignment. Every heartbreak has cracked your heart open just enough for more light to enter. You are not losing. You are being refined. Chosen one, the universe is calling you higher. You may not understand the full picture right now, but you are being guided through divine orchestration. What you think is chaos is actually cosmic order, rearranging everything in your favor. You are being prepared for expansion. And sometimes, expansion feels like destruction because your old self is being dismantled. The illusion must break so that truth can emerge. This is why people fall away. This is why jobs end. This is why paths diverge. Everything is being cleared for your elevation. Think of a tree in autumn. The leaves turn gold, crimson, and brown. Beautiful, yet temporary. They fall, not because the tree is dying, but because it's preparing for a deeper life within. The roots grow stronger underground, hidden from sight. The tree doesn't resist the change. It doesn't mourn the leaves. It lets go with grace, trusting that spring will come again. You too are in your autumn. What's falling away is not your failure. It's your transformation. You are being rooted deeper into your divine essence. There's a deep wisdom in endings that only hindsight can reveal. Maybe the people who left were never meant to stay forever. Maybe that relationship that ended was actually a lesson in self-worth. Maybe that door that closed was saving you from stagnation. Every ending carries the seed of new beginnings. But to see that, you must stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" The chosen ones are not victims of change. They are students of destiny. And yes, I know it hurts. You poured your heart into people who couldn't stay. You showed up for situations that fell apart anyway. You believed in things that didn't manifest. But pain is not a sign that you've failed. It's a sign that you're growing. The divine prunes your life not to harm you, but to shape you. When a gardener prunes a rose bush, they cut away the dead branches so that new blooms can thrive. That's what the universe is doing with you, trimming away what no longer nourishes your purpose. You are not being rejected. You are being redirected. You are not being abandoned. You are being aligned. What's leaving is clearing the path for what's meant to arrive. You don't have to chase. You don't have to beg. What belongs to your soul's evolution will always find its way back to you in divine timing. The people who truly resonate with your frequency will feel like home, not confusion. The opportunities that are meant for you will not require you to shrink. The spaces that hold your destiny will expand you, not drain you. It's time to stop grieving the past and start embracing your rebirth. The universe is inviting you to trust its rhythm. You are not in a season of loss. You are in a season of alignment. Every time you release what's heavy, you make room for what's holy. Every time you surrender control, you open a portal for miracles. The divine can only fill what you empty. So let go of the old stories. Release the guilt, the fear, the attachment to what could have been. Stand tall in your knowing. What's leaving was never meant to grow with you. And as you do, something miraculous happens. The energy around you begins to shift. Doors you didn't know existed begin to open. People who see your light begin to appear. The heaviness in your spirit starts to lift. you begin to breathe again. Not the shallow breath of survival, but the deep inhale of freedom. That's what happens when you let go. You come home to yourself. So if you're listening to this, take it as confirmation. You are not losing your way. You are finding it. The things falling apart are making space for divine construction. You are being remade in truth. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Growth always is. But discomfort is not your enemy. It's your initiation. You are walking through sacred fire, and on the other side, you will shine brighter than ever. Don't look back in regret. Look forward in faith. The universe never subtracts without the intention to multiply. You may not see it now, but one day you'll thank the moments that broke you open because they revealed your resilience. You'll thank the ones who walked away because they freed you to find those who were always meant to stay. You'll thank the endings because they were the birth of your awakening. Chosen one, your story isn't over. It's just changing shape. And everything that's leaving is teaching you how to live lighter, love deeper, and trust more fully. The divine is rearranging your life so that you can step into alignment with your highest path. You are being called to rise, to detach with grace, and to move forward with faith that what's meant for you will never miss you. You are not being emptied for no reason. You are being prepared for overflow. Sometimes the universe must break your heart to break your pattern. You've prayed for change, and now that change is here, it might not look like you expected. But that's how divine intervention works. It moves in ways that stretch your understanding. You may have asked for peace, and the universe responded by removing people who kept you in chaos. You may have asked for clarity, and suddenly situations you relied on began to crumble. You may have asked for purpose, and everything that distracted you from it began to fall away. It's not that life is against you, it's that life is answering your prayer in its own sacred language. You can't evolve while clinging to comfort. The chosen ones are not meant to live in repetition. They are meant to walk into revelation. That means the familiar must sometimes disappear. It means your comfort zone becomes too small for your spirit. The very things you once begged the universe for may no longer fit who you are now. That's growth, and it's okay to outgrow what once felt perfect. It doesn't mean you've changed too much. It means you've changed enough. The process of letting go is not a punishment, it's purification. The universe is not trying to take your happiness. It's trying to remove your illusions. It's pulling away everything that's built on fear, scarcity, or attachment. You see, when your energy shifts toward light, darkness cannot hold on to you. When your soul remembers its power, anything built on limitation begins to collapse. That collapse is not a curse. It's a cleansing. The universe is washing your energy clean so that you can receive from a higher frequency. You might feel isolated right now. You might wonder why people don't understand you anymore, why conversations feel shallow, why connections that once felt deep now feel distant. It's because your soul has expanded beyond the vibration that sustained those bonds. You are seeing through illusions now, through the masks people wear, through the patterns you once ignored, through the cycles that kept you small. The old world is fading, and your new world hasn't fully formed yet. That in-between space feels lonely, but it's sacred. It's the cocoon phase, the void before rebirth. Don't rush it. Don't force what's ending to stay. Just breathe and trust that the new chapter is already written in spirit. When you are chosen, your path is not about attachment. It's about alignment. You will meet souls who awaken you, challenge you, and sometimes break you open just enough for your true essence to emerge. But not everyone who enters your life is meant to walk beside you forever. Some souls come only to activate a part of you that was asleep. Once that activation occurs, the connection naturally shifts. It doesn't mean love is lost. It means evolution is happening. The most painful goodbyes are often divine assignments completed. The human part of you will always crave certainty. To know why things happened the way they did, to understand why people changed, why doors closed, why timing never seemed to align. But the divine part of you knows that understanding is not always given before release. Sometimes you have to let go without closure. Sometimes you have to trust that the answers will arrive once you no longer need them. The lesson isn't always found in knowing why. It's found in learning how to let go with grace. You are learning that peace isn't the absence of loss, it's the acceptance of divine order. True peace doesn't come from control, it comes from surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up, it means giving over. It means saying, "Universe, I trust that whatever is leaving my life is making space for something greater." And it always does. Always. Because when you let go, you send a message to the universe that you're ready to receive something that matches your evolution. Think of it this way. Every soul, every situation, every opportunity that crosses your path is energy. When your energy shifts, the resonance changes. Some energies will rise with you, others will fall away. It's not personal, it's vibrational. You cannot hold on to something that's no longer aligned without creating resistance within yourself. Resistance blocks blessings. Flow attracts them. That's why release is the most powerful form of manifestation, because it tells the universe, "I trust your timing more than my fear." And yes, letting go requires mourning. You have to honor what was, without trying to resurrect it. You can love someone and still know they're not meant to walk with you any further. You can cherish a season and still understand it's over. You can feel gratitude for what something gave you while acknowledging that its chapter has closed. That balance between appreciation and detachment is where maturity and peace are born. The chosen ones master that balance through experience, through loss, through silence. You may notice that once you truly release something, your energy starts to shift almost immediately. You begin to feel lighter, clearer, freer. That's because letting go is not just emotional, it's spiritual housekeeping. It clears stagnant energy, closes old portals, and resets your vibration. Your mind might not yet understand the blessings coming, but your energy does. Your energy knows that new frequencies can't enter a cluttered field. That's why the universe empties you before it fills you. Letting go also teaches you to live in the present. When you release what's gone, you stop reliving the past and start reclaiming your power. The past cannot feed you anymore. It can only remind you. The present is where your creation power lives. Every time you replay what's lost, you reinforce the vibration of lack. But every time you bless what's gone and open your heart to what's next, you align with abundance. That's why surrender is the foundation of manifestation, because it transforms loss into liberation. So, chosen one, as you listen to this, remember, nothing real is ever lost. Only illusions fade. Only what is not meant for your highest good disappears. The connections, dreams, and opportunities that carry your divine signature cannot leave you. They are encoded in your destiny. You don't have to chase what's meant for you. You only need to rise to meet it. When you let go of the old, the new begins to seek you. What's yours vibrates at your frequency, and as you elevate, it will be drawn into your field. You are not being tested. You are being trusted. The universe knows your strength. It knows you're ready to walk by faith, not sight. You've carried so much, endured so much, and still your spirit rises. That resilience is not accidental. It's evidence of your calling. The old cycles had to collapse because you were never meant to live within their walls. The universe is ushering you into a season where peace, authenticity, and purpose replace confusion, pretense, and stagnation. You are crossing the threshold into a new dimension of your being. Don't look back. The door behind you has closed for a reason. Let gratitude be your farewell and faith be your guide. You are stepping into expansion. You are walking into alignment. You are finally free to grow without the weight of what was never meant to stay. Chosen one, this is the part where everything starts to make sense, where the storms you've endured begin to reveal their purpose. You see, all along, the universe was never trying to hurt you. It was trying to heal you. It was pulling away everything that dimmed your light, everything that distorted your reflection, everything that kept you believing you were small. You weren't being punished. You were being purified. And sometimes purification feels like pain. But the truth is, you've already survived what was meant to destroy you. You've outlived versions of yourself that once doubted your strength. You've walked through endings that felt like the end of your world. And yet, here you are, still breathing, still rising, still glowing with the quiet fire of someone who's been broken open and built anew. That's not weakness. That's evolution. That's proof of divine design working through you. Letting go has changed you. It's softened your edges, but it's also sharpened your vision. You see people differently now. You see energy differently. You feel truth before it's spoken. You no longer chase validation because your worth no longer depends on being understood. You've realized that peace is not found in having everything. It's found in releasing what isn't aligned. You no longer crave to fit in where your soul doesn't belong. You've learned to walk alone, not in bitterness, but in quiet faith that your steps are ordered. And yes, you've lost things, people, dreams, plans, but you've gained something far greater: clarity. You've learned that endings are sacred. You've learned that rejection is protection. You've learned that when things fall apart, it's only so they can fall into place. That's divine symmetry. Chaos, rearranging into harmony. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every detour has been guiding you toward your authentic self. The old you couldn't go where the new you is going. The path required your shedding. Now you stand at the threshold of renewal. This is the part where you stop asking, "Why did it leave?" and start saying, "Thank you for teaching me." You see, when you let gratitude replace resistance, your energy transforms. Gratitude turns endings into beginnings. Gratitude shifts your vibration from fear to faith. Gratitude tells the universe, "I trust you, even when I can't see the full picture." And when you hold that vibration, miracles unfold quietly around you. The truth is, the things that left your life were never yours to control. They belong to a version of you that no longer exists. The friendships that faded were aligned with your old frequency. The relationships that ended were lessons in love, boundaries, and self-respect. The jobs, the dreams, the plans that collapsed, they were built on foundations too small for your expansion. You've outgrown them, and that's not loss. That's liberation. You are no longer defined by what you can hold on to. You are defined by what you can release. When you release, you begin to trust the rhythm of your own becoming. You start to realize that not everything needs closure, not every goodbye needs to make sense. Sometimes peace is simply accepting that you'll never know why it ended. And that's okay. Closure is not always an explanation. Sometimes it's just a breath. A moment where you whisper to yourself, "It's done," and allow your soul to rest. You don't need to revisit the past to understand it. You've already received what it came to give. Chosen one, the reason you've felt so much pressure lately is because your spirit is expanding. Pressure precedes purpose. The universe compresses you before it elevates you. Think of a diamond. It begins as carbon buried deep within the earth, enduring immense pressure until its form is transformed. That's you. The breaking, the burning, the bending, it's all alchemy. It's your transformation into brilliance. The weight you felt was not destruction, it was refinement. You are entering a season of alignment. The people coming into your life will speak your language. The opportunities unfolding before you will feel natural, effortless. You won't have to force or chase anymore. The energy that matches your evolution will flow toward you like rivers returning to the sea. You'll look around one day and realize that everything you lost was replaced by something lighter, truer, and more beautiful. That's how the divine works. Quietly, perfectly, without your need to understand every detail. But remember this: letting go is not about forgetting. It's about remembering yourself. It's about coming home to the person you were before fear taught you how to cling. You are remembering your freedom, your worth, your divine essence. You are learning to move through life without grasping, because you finally trust that what's meant for you cannot miss you. You've learned that attachment creates anxiety, but surrender creates peace. You've learned that love doesn't cage, it expands. You no longer need to prove your value to anyone. You no longer need to explain your evolution. You are walking in quiet confidence now, carrying the wisdom of every ending like a crown. You're no longer afraid of losing things, because you've learned that anything that leaves only creates space for something more aligned. You've turned loss into language, pain into poetry, endings into empowerment. That's your gift, your alchemy. You've turned every wound into wisdom. And so, chosen one, as this message comes to its close, take a deep breath. Feel the release in your chest. Feel the calm settling over your spirit. You've been holding on for so long. It's safe to let go now. You're not falling apart. You're falling into alignment. You're not being emptied. You're being prepared for overflow. The things leaving your life are not curses. They're confirmations that your energy is rising. You're outgrowing the smallness that once confined you. You're stepping into the vastness of your true self. Everything you've prayed for is already in motion. The universe has heard your whispers, felt your tears, and seen your faith. The rearrangement happening around you is not chaos. It's divine choreography. You're being positioned for blessings that match your frequency. Don't rush the process. Don't look back in regret. Look forward in faith. The new chapter is already unfolding quietly and perfectly in the unseen. And when you look back months from now, you'll realize that everything that left your life was never punishment. It was preparation. The endings were blessings in disguise. The silence was your initiation. The loss was the clearing before your abundance. Every single thing you thought was falling apart was, in truth, falling into divine order. You've let go. You've released. You've surrendered. And now you rise, lighter, freer, wiser, and ready, because what's leaving your life was never meant to grow with you, and what's coming next is everything your soul has been waiting for.